Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Glad you could tune in today. And as usual, we have a nice menu. We'll serve it up. It's all fresh. No dated expiration date on when it goes on around here. It's all fresh. And I hope you're having a good day. And Richard Passwater will be along in a little while. And before he gets here, as I typically do, I'm going to share with you some stories and studies that are trending that one of which is really medieval in nature. I'll explain. And I'll talk about how you sleep in terms of the way you sleep. Do you sleep on your back? Do you sleep on your side? And does that make a difference? Well, there's a study trending this morning out of Stony Brook University that seems to think so. And I'll explain how so. And you hear me talk a lot about refined carbohydrates and that the standard American diet has become highly processed. Many people know that. Even those not interested in health or their own particular health knows that, I'm sure. And there are numerous consequences associated with eating that sort of diet. And yet there's one more that affects you psychologically, and I'll explain how so. And then I often talk on the show about relationships and how relationships are important, especially our interpersonal romantic type relationships. And one of the things that people in this culture, in our culture, do is what we call romantic kissing. Well, at Indiana University, they wanted to take a look at that. And they found out something very interesting about romantic kissing. And I'll tell you what that something is. 877-897-8255. Stephen is here. Josh is here. And we're going to move through this. I guess there was a story trending on CBS News. And I'll start with it because it's so strange. And it's something that happened in the medieval period. It was prevalent. If you had to guess, Stephen, what do you think it would be? Something that happened around that time that's now, that appears again in modern times.
Are we talking about humans, people?
Yep, we're talking about humans and something that happened to humans.
I would say maybe the age at which people lived to started to increase.
You give you a better hint because you're usually pretty good at this. involves humans, but it involves an animal that people sort of don't like or find sort of creepy.
Rats?
Yep. Well, sort of, yes. And go ahead, Josh.
I got a hint.
What is it?
Major medieval event.
No. I know. No, not jousting. Nobody's wearing armor and impaling people off of horses. It's the plague. The plague.
Yeah, that's why I said the rats. But of course, the plague actually came from the fleas, right?
Right.
Yep.
And this is for the second time this summer. A person has died of plague in Colorado. I mean, health officials report that the latest victim, who was an adult, name was not released, may have contracted the plague after being bitten by fleas carried on an infected rodent. The Pueblo City County Health Department released a statement confirming the county's first case of plague since 2004. They reported and expressed their condolences to the victim's family, of course. And a Dr. Sylvia Proud, public health director of the Pueblo City County Health Department, commented. She said, this highlights the importance to protect yourself and your pets from the exposure of fleas that carry plague. They said the officials said that they discovered a dead prairie dog on the border of Pueblo and was confirmed to have had the plague bacterium. So officials commented that this could mean there are more rodents in the area carrying the plague-infected fleas. So it's not the rodents themselves, but the fleas that hitchhike on the rodents. Now, what's interesting, when you have an outbreak of plague, what's observable is that you have a noticeable animal die-off right away. And the department is investigating the case with Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. Back in June, there was a 16-year-old boy who lived in Laramie County, Colorado, and that county's first confirmed plague since 1999. Now, I don't know. This came, by the way, giving attribution. Josh, if you can show the map. In that CBS report, they provided a map where exposure to plague has occurred, cases of plague. If you look at the map, what jumps out at you is that it's west of the Mississippi, moving west, and sort of west of Texas. Southwest, moving west. Just loaded with red dots indicating where plague cases have turned up. This is serious business. I mean, people, you see some of these movies, these old black and white movies where they were stories about the plague in the medieval period and this and that going on. Well, it's occurring right now. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. You can call the show anytime you want. Maybe I can lighten it up. I'll go back and forth between stories here and lighten it up a little bit. I mentioned relationships, and relationships are critical to our health. There's no doubt about that. And in our culture, as it turns out, romantic kissing is an important feature of relationships. In fact, I was watching a movie last evening, with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, and there was this scene where they were engaged in romantic kissing, and I was aware of the story, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is, and we grow up with that. I mean, that's ingrained in our culture. When I come back, I'll report more about this. You're going to be surprised as to what I'm going to share with you regarding romantic kissing. It's not a health issue, although there are health issues associated with it. I have reported on that in the past. But there's another aspect to this story, and I'll share that with you. And then I'll talk about the posture, your sleep posture, and how it can affect you in a very interesting way. And then there's these refined carbohydrates. They just keep appearing in the news all the time. The more I report on it, the more evidence we compile as to how processed foods with these refined carbs and these processed foods with lots of salt, sugar, and fat just ring people up like pinball machines, all lit up and ready for tilt.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' Pledge of Integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number. Please call the show anytime you want. I'm reporting on a study was done out of Indiana University, trying to lighten this up a little bit after that plague story, right? It was published in the American Anthropologist, a journal that would deal with such a study. And it deals with romantic kissing, not from a health perspective, but its prevalence. Turns out that while in our culture, for example, romantic kissing is practiced, in fact, passionate romantic kissing is immortalized in the movies and in songs and in poetry, wherever, in the arts generally. And people often use romantic kissing as a way to determine, sort of the, no pun intended, the not a pun here, but the temperature of of romantic affection in a relationship. And I guess most people would assume that this is what people do. Well, this particular piece of research out of Indiana University found that not only is romantic kissing not the norm in most cultures, in fact, in some cultures, they find it downright uncomfortable and just plainly repulsive. That's a shame. Dr. Justin Garcia was the research scientist at Kinsey Institute at Indiana University and is a co-author of this study. And they looked at 168 cultures throughout the world. So it was a pretty extensive study to try to gain a better understanding where kissing does and doesn't occur. Now you say, why would I be talking about this on a health talk show? Because it has something to do with relationships. That's why. And relationships are connected to health. But this is just an interesting aspect of human beings, human nature, and cultural practices. And Dr. Garcia said that we hypothesized that some cultures would either not engage in romantic sexual kissing or find it to be a strange display of intimacy, but we were surprised to find, he said, that it was a majority of cultures that fell into this category. I'm surprised at that. This is a real reminder of how Western ethnocentrism can bias the way we think about human behavior, close quote. He's right. Romantic kissing, true or false, Stephen or Josh? True or false? Romantic kissing was most prevalent in the Middle East. True or false?
I'm just going to say true.
What do you say?
I'll play devil's advocate and say false.
And why would you say true?
Just guessing based upon you asking and what your initial instinct and gut might be.
Okay. Well, you're right. It is true.
Bummer.
Most people would think false, right? Given the tone and tenor, religious tone and tenor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not so much. Romantic kissing and all the cultures they looked at was most prevalent in the Middle East, where all of the 10 of the cultures studied in that area of the world engaged in romantic kissing, and was the most prevalent. In North America, 55% of cultures engaged in romantic kissing, along with 70% in Europe and 73% in Asia. Now, this was a bit surprising to me. There was no evidence of romantic kissing, of all places, in Central America. What? And no ethnographer working in sub-Saharan Africa, New Guinea, or the Amazonian foragers or horticulturalists reported any evidence of romantic kissing in the populations they studied. None. I wonder what... This sort of begs the question, right, Stephen? What do you think is on my mind there? No romantic kissing, what? What? I mean...
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
How do they express their affection then? I mean, I wonder what they're doing.
Gifts.
Gifts? Well, we do a lot of that here. There's a lot of gifting going on.
Who knows? It could be something simple as hand holding. No, I'm serious.
I know you are.
Some cultures.
I know. I'm just thinking. Okay.
Just offering a hand, and that's a significant gesture in whatever particular culture.
Central America? They found really hardly any evidence of romantic kissing. They said no evidence. I'm quoting, no evidence, close quote. No evidence. Wow. I'm shocked at that.
Yeah, that's real surprising.
I mean, Latin America, Central America, you would find...
Yeah,
Lover's capital.
Yeah, it's a sensual culture. You kind of get the vibe. But yeah, it's kind of odd that there's a lack of that in that portion of the world.
Well, I guess they don't have to worry about spreading the flu virus then in that part of the world from romantic kissing anyway.
As long as they wash their hands.
As long as they wash, I was just going to... As long as they're washing their hands, if they're holding hands, whatever.
Cough into their hand.
I don't know. Strange, eh? So we covered the plague, romantic kissing. Yeah. They have nothing to do with one another. By the way, that plague story, if you have pets, fleas, not a good idea. Get rid of the fleas. They are the carriers. I mean, they ultimately are the ones that will infect you. Second reported death in Colorado this summer from plague. I mean, the way you sleep, your body posture while you sleep. This is not a snore story. This is a brain story. I'll explain.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Broadly
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Renew Life, the digestive care company. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching this show and whatever you may be doing. 877-897-8255. I have a lot of guests that come through this show, and a lot have come through this show over the last 10 years. There is a handful who do extensive travel, and of that group, there's a smaller group that literally gets a chance to travel around the world all the time. My guest today is exactly one of those people, and I bring this up for a good reason. And if you listen to my show on a regular basis, you know I frequently trap guests into uncomfortable situations. I don't do that. Just kidding. But I would like to do that with my guest today. Richard, welcome. Richard Passwater is my guest. He's an educator for a great company. I'll let him tell you about it, and a great product. Richard, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity to be back on your show, Dr. Garko. I'm glad you're dry today. That weather you've had down there has been scary to watch on TV.
The other day, I couldn't even get to the studio. People were in front of me at one point on Del Mabry. You've driven on that road, and I stopped right in my tracks, and I could see it looked like Lake Superior in front of me, and they swung around me and drove into. I watched these cars disappear into the water. I'm thinking, what are you, a U-boat captain? What? I backed mine up, and I have a BMW X6 which sits high, and I was reluctant to. No, I turned, and then the road was blockaded in front of them. I thought, where are you going to go? I don't know. The IQ points drop a lot. I guess that's stress or panic. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Well, I'm glad the tide has receded some.
Some. Listen, I have to ask you. I know first of all, tell the people for whom you work.
I am very fortunate. I have the opportunity to work with a Belgian research and development company called Biominerals NV.
Good company.
Connective tissue.
Good company. I'm still waiting for an invitation to go with you to the plant in Belgium, but I guess I'll wait for the next flood.
It's a beautiful place. So.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. You're going to send me pictures or all your posts on Facebook. I'd like to see it. I'd like to take my own pictures, Richard. Listen,
we need to have a symposium over there.
That's what we need to do. A symposium. How about that? Listen, you travel around the world, don't you?
I'm very fortunate. I grew up in a town called Berlin, Maryland. And growing up there, I never thought I would see the West Coast, let alone another country. So it's been unexpected but a very enjoyable ride.
Okay. I was reporting this is a strange story. It sounds like it doesn't have anything to do with health, but it does. It really, truly does, and that is romantic kissing. I can report that there are studies, past research has demonstrated that romantic sexual kissing is beneficial in many different ways. Use your imagination. Doesn't take much. But nevertheless, there are studies that have shown that it helps in choosing the right mate. It influences genetic inheritance. It even helps people live longer. It promotes longevity. I'm just reporting. I'm saying. So it does have a connection to health. In this study that I reported on today, these researchers looked at 168 different cultures over the past year, and they wanted to see how prevalent romantic kissing was in these different cultures. Have you been to South America?
Yes.
How about Central America?
Yes.
Okay. You know, there are 7 countries that constitute Central America: Belize, Panama, and so on, right? Nicaragua. I don't remember the rest. That's Central America. Do you know, true or false, romantic kissing was prevalent in Central America?
I would say I would vote South America. Very, very
What about
prevalent in
the question deals with
countryside.
Central America?
in Central America, I have less experience. In
Guess.
Panama,
Guess.
that there was one could see romantic kissing whenever it turned the head.
Really? You know what? When they studied that culture in Central America for romantic kissing, including, I guess, Panama, it was almost non-existent.
I would not have guessed that.
I wouldn't have either. I almost fell out of the chair. And I asked Stephen, one of my producers, I said, well, what do you think they're doing in place of it? He said they're holding hands.
I have been to some places where
that's a Boy Scout answer, Richard. He gave that was a good, wholesome Boy Scout answer. They're holding hands. I love him. He's great. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Oh, I have been to some places where the physical public affections frowned upon, and I always feel a little uncomfortable in those countries where,
for example,
Tokyo, Japan, as an example, where you don't, I don't really see any displays of public affection. And
really,
I have a little book about what to expect when traveling different places, and they have guides like don't show people the bottom of your shoes, and in Japan, and it's called Kiss, Bow, or Shake Hands is the name of the book, and they warn that you aren't supposed to kiss the Japanese business partners, or even offer to shake the hands of the female ones unless they extend theirs first. And,
well, I had a guest on the other day. Where was he? He was in the Middle East, Stephen. Where was he? In which country was that? He was there for a week or 2 weeks, something like that, 10 days. And he went into a Starbucks. And he walked in, and he noticed there were two lines, one for men and one for women. But then he said there was a screen in between the line. I'm trying to think of the country in the Middle East where he was. It's totally second. He said, you don't dare stare at a woman. You don't, you don't do that. Do you remember, Josh? What was it?
Yes, Saudi Arabia.
Was it in Saudi Arabia? It was Saudi Arabia. It was Saudi Arabia, a country in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he was talking about Starbucks, and they had the shields up.
Yeah, there was a divider between the men and the women who were in two different lines. By the way, you've been to South America, Richard. Of the 21 South American cultures that these researchers studied, only 19% showed signs that kissing in a romantic or erotic expression. I'm surprised at that as well. In our culture, my God, it's in the movies. This is prominent in our culture. But nevertheless, it is related to health in that it can promote health. I just wonder, in our culture, they're saying it promotes health. Longevity, as a matter of fact, and so on and so on. I wonder in these cultures where they don't do that, how it's affecting their health, if at all. Just saying. But I thought I'd ask you. You're the world traveler.
Well, I think I was before my time. See, if I was a young single man, I could dedicate some research for this.
I know. You have such a terrible life, Richard.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind: develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymatica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Richard Passwater is my guest. Always enjoy having Richard on. He's literally a world traveler. He works for Biominerals, and it's a Belgian-based company, so he often gets to go there, but he travels everywhere. Japan, China. Yes, you've been to China.
Yes, Yes. I got to speak there to a group of 1,250 people one time. It was dietary supplements in China are given out as a gift. The gift of health is considered the most valuable gift there, and in the dietary supplement market is quite robust.
Wow. You've been to Europe, of course, France, Italy, Spain.
Belgium. I worked for a German company for many years, but I've never really been to Germany. I've only flown through the airport. Unfortunately, many of the exotic cities that people always ask if I've been to, unfortunately, it's mostly just been at the airport, places like Paris.
But you've really traveled around the world. I'm sure that has enriched your understanding of, cultural differences and practices regarding all sorts of matters and dimensions of life, but in particular health. It's just fascinating to me. I find it intriguing how in different cultures the way health is viewed, the way health, wellness, and well-being are studied and practiced. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm not articulate enough to put my thoughts together on the whole topic, but in China, you mentioned, I actually had a life-changing event there regarding what I saw related to nutrition.
How so?
I spoke at a series of women's health lectures in kind of the southwestern part of the country in cities like Shanghai and Hangzhou, and these conferences were attended by mothers and daughters, and often the mothers were in their 70s and even 80s, and the daughters were in their 50s and 60s. And the older Chinese ladies, the mothers in this case, were in very good health. They looked young. They were vibrant. Seemed sharp as a tack. And the daughters that they had with them worked in more of an industrialized city. They had worked in factories. They owned cars. They lived in town, and they really thought they had a much advanced life from their mothers. But they were more involved in westernized diet and the stresses from working in factories and whatnot. And yes. They drove cars instead of riding bicycles and walking. And when I looked at them, the mothers were actually better looking and looked younger than the daughters did in many cases. And the translator and the other speakers and I often had trouble trying to figure out which one was the mother and which one was the daughter.
Really?
And prior to that, I had always been like a supplement biochemistry guy, and I probably didn't put enough focus on diet. And this was a case where I could see firsthand, person after person with the same genes, the effect of what diet and exercise were having on people.
That's interesting.
Quite remarkable.
Yeah, it is quite remarkable. That's a living. You didn't need a clinical trial for that, right? I mean, you discovered that by observation and a real life example of how diet and lifestyle really do have the impact that they do have on our health, wellness, and well-being. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it firsthand with my own eyes, and it was a very eye-opening experience. This month, I guess it came out in May. There was a study done by Brazilian researchers where they showed that in women over 60, the study was on mature women, 60 and older, and they determined that it was the amount of collagen in a woman's skin that determined how old the degree of aging, as opposed to the chronological age, and that was clearly an example of reinforcing what I saw there in China. So there has been clinical research, or at least epidemiological research, confirming that in a very controlled manner. But that's the first place I really saw it with my own two eyes in a very large, group of people.
Sure, exactly. And although anecdotal, nevertheless, it had an impact on you. Speaking of, you're alluding to this westernized way of eating, which is I call it's a highly processed. We eat a highly processed food diet, no question about it. and these with refined carbs in them, loaded with salt, sugar, and fat. There was a story that came out this morning, and we'll pick up that collagen business here in a second. A story came out of Columbia University Medical Center. It's a study, and they found that a diet, Richard, high in refined carbohydrates is associated with a risk for what they call new onset depression in postmenopausal women. The study looked at the dietary glycemic index, glycemic load, types of carbs that they women ate, and depression from more than 70,000 postmenopausal women who participated in the National Institutes of Health's Women's Health Initiative. God, that's a mouthful. Observational study, and that was between 1994 and 1998. So this is yet another example of the unintended consequences of these kinds of foods. I was in this, I often do this, and I report this on the show. I was again in the grocery store just a couple of days ago, and there was this woman, and I looked in her cart. Richard, the cart was full, right? Big shopping cart. Everything in that cart was a processed food. And she looked like the cart, what was in the cart, if you get my meaning. Just you could see that she was in a lot of health difficulty. Way overweight, obese, could hardly walk, pushing that cart. And I'm thinking, my God, is nobody helping this woman? I mean, the food that she was eating was killing her, in my opinion. I
completely agree with you. And one of the scariest things is when I've seen surveys where they ask people whether they feel that they're eating healthy, and close to 80% of the U.S. People in the U.S. think they are eating healthy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's there's a real disconnect, I believe, on what people feel is healthy and what their body needs.
There's a little denial going on there. There's disinterest. There's just not knowing, ignorance. It's distressful. I felt so bad for her. I made her to be in her early 60s, and man, you could just see she was struggling. I could see her respiratory was having a hard time breathing. There was no live food, not one fruit, not one vegetable, nothing in that cart. All processed. God, depressing. Be right back.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Nice guitar player. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. That we get a lot of comments on the theme song for this show. It's amazing. It's catchy. People say the thing is in my head all day long. You like that theme, Josh? You need your mic.
Yeah, that bass line.
Yeah.
Bass line's awesome.
Nice guitar player. Yeah, we get a lot of comments on it. And you can always contact the show. You know, that's easy. My email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Garko. First name's Michael. As my students would say, hey, you. Hey, you. Richard Passwater is my guest. Richard's a good guy, good friend. I enjoy, good colleague. I enjoy Richard very much. I enjoy having him on the show, always engaging with him, talking with him. There are people that, as I was chatting with him before we went to message, those messages that he travels around the world and he works for Biominerals. It's a Belgian-based company, and so he gets an opportunity to travel to different countries, and that can be very enriching, and it's very difficult. In fact, I was looking at a study just yesterday, day before yesterday, talking about extensive travel and its toll on people's health, lack of proper sleep, change of routines, from sleep to eating, not exercising enough, being on airplanes, which is hazardous, not only because they can crash, but because of the being closed up in the cabin and whatnot. I mean, it's all sorts of issues. But he travels a lot. I don't know how he does it. And he keeps his marriage together, keeps focused. He's on my Facebook page as well, and I see him at baseball games with his wife and his family. Somehow finds the time to do that. Those are important things to see in guests because they bring that onto the show. And after all, they become part of the show. And if you take the time to listen, we're trying to provide people that not only know what they're doing and what they're talking about, but are interesting in and how they see the world. You may not always agree or whatever, but it's got to be interesting and entertaining. Otherwise, people are not going to listen. And Richard's one of those guests that can make it a little interesting. He was just sharing the story about how he went to China and he saw this one lecture he gave. The mothers and the daughters were together. The daughters were more of the modern contemporary China, the mothers of the traditional China, and the mothers looked healthier and better than the daughters. And sometimes he had a hard time distinguishing. So it's those kinds of stories. And he was emphasizing, he said he realized he had an epiphany. He said, diet and lifestyle. Talk a lot about that on this show. And I never intended to devote that much time to it when I started the show 10 years ago. But as it turns out, that's where all the action is for people in their everyday life. And then we fill it in with other areas and other interesting, like I was reporting on the story about the second person, for example, today died in Colorado from plague. So we fill in the show with different elements, but the centerpiece is really about diet and lifestyle and how they have an impact on your life and your longevity, the quality of your life, and how you age. On your driver's license and all legal documents is your chronological age. I'm not so much interested in chronological age. I'm interested in a person's functional, or sometimes called biological age. You could be chronologically 50, but biologically older than dirt, or 30. You could be biologically 30, chronologically 30, but chronologically 30, but biologically you could be 50 or 60, or maybe younger, 20. It's the biological age that you need to focus on. And then they have biomarkers, they have measures that can be taken to try and get a fix on what your biological age would be. One would be the condition of the extracellular matrix. That's the matrix between the cells where you have the structural proteins located, one of which is collagen. Collagen is an important element of that extracellular matrix and keeping the matrix together. It turns out that Richard works for Biominerals, as I said, and they manufacture a product called Biosil, Biosil. It's distributed in the United States via Natural Factors, another sponsor of this show. Wonderful company. Biosil is clearly one of my, it's obvious, you can tell, one of my favorite supplements for a lot of different reasons. Hopefully we'll make that clear today. So Richard, welcome back, Richard. This distinction between biological age and chronological age, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Earlier we mentioned something about a new Brazilian study where they looked at the perceived age of women by primarily looking at their skin, and they found that it was the amount of collagen and the quality of the collagen in the skin that dictated or that was the driving factor in the person's perceived age rather than chronological age in a group of women over 60 years old. And there's previous work that they have done down this alley as well. As an example, back in about 2009, Pelouse published a paper on why some women look young for their age. And in that study, they looked at Danish twins. They looked at identical twins and the non-identical twins, and they looked at their skin and gave them to panels to have them guess their age and to comment on the perceived aging characteristics. And they found some quite significant variation, even with the identical twins, in their perceived age. There was one where one of the twins was identified as being 82 years old, and the other twin was generally identified as being 71 years old. And I think it's a clear indicator that there's much more to the aging than just the chronological aspect to it.
Yeah, the passing of time.
They always in the dermatological field they characterized two forms of aging. They call it intrinsic and extrinsic, and the intrinsic is more genetic related and more theoretically is things you can't do anything about, and then the extrinsic is the aging related to the environment, which is something that can be much better controlled. There's a lot of debate on some of the characteristics on which one's which, and they can have some very colorful arguments whether a factor is an intrinsic or an extrinsic one. But I always encourage people to take immediate action to address the extrinsic ones, the ones related to the environment that they can control. Mm-hmm. And sometimes small measures can make a big difference.
No question. And you alluded to this Brazilian study, then a twin study. This is to say, by way of saying that there is empirical evidence derived from clinical trials to support the safety and efficacy of Biosil and the claims that are made about it, right?
Oh, on the Biosil, yes, there's over 20 years of research and over $13 million of research and development on the product, and the claims are substantiated by that research. And actually, as being a product that's made in Belgium, each shipment that comes in needs to go through review. At times, the product's been held up, and the authorities have looked at the claims and allowed the product to come in, which I think is in the U.S. one of the highest standards when you have FDA and USDA
I understand.
looking at the packaging to determine release.
I got it. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some of those clinical trials. I want to pick Richard's brain about it, exactly how many have been done, and share with you some of the findings. They're quite stunning, startling, in fact.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, it turns out that in your body, there's this thing called collagen. This thing is a protein. And it's some experts consider it to be probably the most important building block type of protein in the human body. And my guest today knows a lot about collagen. He knows a lot about Biosil. These two, they're often mentioned in the same sentence for good reason, as you'll see. And collagen constitutes about a third of your body's proteins. It makes up about 75% of your skin. Relative to your joints, collagen, about 70%, makes up about 70% of cartilage, about 90% of tendons and ligaments. You get the picture. Collagen's important. This really begs the question, okay, as you age, what happens with collagen? What happens with this protein? Does it stay abundant? Does it begin to diminish? What happens to it? Well, what do you think? When I'm talking about aging, one of the things I often say into defining aging in a non-scientific way is aging is reflected by the things that you want to keep, but yet you end up losing, and the things that you want to lose that you keep, you know? And one of the things that you want to keep, but you keep losing, is collagen. And that happens about what age, Richard?
Generally, somebody's collagen production hits its peak at the age of 21. And all throughout their adult life, the collagen production is decreasing. On average, the general rate of it decreases about 1% per year on average.
And that they call it. Sometimes it's referred to as a youth protein because it's abundant in youth, but seems to be absent after that, or at least diminished.
And I like referring it to a youth protein and also a beauty protein. As it decreases, you observe it easiest in the skin. The skin, as you mentioned, was about 75% collagen. And in the skin, the collagen and its close partner elastin give skin elasticity. They give it its thickness, its plumpness. It forms the framework to hold moisture into the skin. And it's also what reflects light from the skin. About 90% of the light that hits the outer layer, the epidermis, actually goes through it into the dermis. And the more collagen you have, the more light reflects out. And also, the smoother the skin, the better light reflection you'll have as well. So as the collagen in the skin decreases, you have thinner skin, less elastic skin. The micro wrinkles that are on all skin deepen and become more noticeable. And people will have a more dark complexion as less light is reflected from the skin. Mm-hmm. Also, the body has over 60,000 miles of blood vessels in them. And they're about 40% collagen and elastin.
Sure.
And the blood vessels involved in the skin, involved in the microcirculation, rely on the collagen and elastin to stretch, to allow the circulation to occur.
Flexible.
And as the collagen decreases, less blood will circulate through the skin. So people lose the healthy pink color that's provided by the hemoglobin in the blood. And they'll develop more of a gray, hollow look instead of like a more youthful pink glow to the skin.
Sure, we'll get to some of these health benefits of collagen. I'm just trying to emphasize this point that aging being what it is, it does inherently include a diminishment or a decline in the body's production of collagen. Now, does that can from a dietary perspective, can you increase collagen content in the body by eating your way to that, if so to speak?
Well, the collagen is a protein, and it's built from amino acids. So consuming enough protein is critical in keeping collagen production high. But you need much more than that. You also need nutrients to activate the enzymes that are going to actually assemble the amino acids to form collagen. And the two nutrients that are the real heavy hitters or the heavy lifters in the collagen construction that to activate the enzymes that are actually going to build the collagen are vitamin C and orthosilicic acid, the biologically relevant.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this. You can eat a diet that has certain proteins that will contribute to the synthesizing or making of collagen, but you need the enzymes to make that happen. Correct?
That's correct.
And then you need vitamin C and choline stabilized, concentrated, stabilized or choline to do that. Also, vitamin C and choline to contribute to getting these enzymes to trigger.
And orthosilicic acid, yes, to activate those enzymes to get off their butt and start working. Enzymes generally need at least two cofactors to activate them, and one's generally a vitamin and one's a mineral. And with many of the collagen-generating enzymes, that vitamin C, and the mineral is orthosilicic acid.
And you need, we're going to talk about choline. Choline doesn't just only stabilize the orthosilicic acid, but it turns out choline has some other health benefits. This is interesting. So here's the point. You're aging, we're all aging, and you heard Richard say about age 21, collagen production starts to go down decade after decade. You can tell skin starts to sag, wrinkles in the skin, graying of hair, weakening of the joints, so on and so on. Question becomes, well, even if you eat a diet that's high in protein with the right proteins, you're going to still make collagen. Maybe not, and maybe not, because you need the enzymes to do that, and then you need the triggers for those enzymes. Turns out orthosilicic acid has to be stabilized, and you can get that in a supplement. Guess what? It's called Biosil.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medici Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medici Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medici Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Today you'll receive
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Renew Life, the digestive care company. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number. Please don't hesitate to call the number, 877-897-8255. Aging is what it is. It's a reality, and we can watch the process happen to others. We can see it happen to ourselves. Sometimes it happens at such a pace and incrementally we don't notice, and then until one day you either look in a mirror, somebody takes a photograph, and you say, oh, what happened? And, wrinkling of skin, that starts somewhere about 21 years of age. Average woman's skin decreases in thickness by 7% every 10 years. Even a 3% loss of collagen, my guest will tell you, is visible. So collagen also causes the elasticity, causes loss of elasticity, which leads to fine lines and wrinkles of the skin. Your hair weakens. Collagen affects, can affect hair diameter and concurrent loss of strength of the hair and so on. You have a loss of bone mineral density and bone pliability. Your bones are about 30% collagen. You get the point here. So you can make that inferential leap pretty clearly and pretty easily. Say, well, what can I do to keep that collagen matrix intact in my body, part of that intracellular matrix? You certainly can eat certain foods, as you heard my guest say, Richard Passwater, like get the right proteins, but then you have to have the right enzymes, and then you have to have the right triggers for the enzymes like vitamin C and orthosilicic acid. Well, good luck with orthosilicic acid. Does the body make it?
No, unfortunately, the body cannot make orthosilicic acid.
Uh-huh.
It has to obtain it from the, from eating.
So you get it. That's where Biosil comes in, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, the orthosilicic acid is difficult to get from the modern diet. It's found naturally in mineral waters that come from sandy or volcanic soils, but the phytosilicates found in plants have to be digested, and the silicon compounds found in like eating meats also need to be digested into orthosilicic acid prior to them being absorbed. And the digestion takes stomach acid, and it varies tremendously by person and generally gets worse with age. And in my opinion, the problems absorbing in eating orthosilicic acid from the diet is one of the major reasons that collagen production decreases as people get older. They're not getting enough of one of those key trigger compounds.
And that's what Biosil is. Biosil is a collagen generator. It's not collagen per se, but a collagen generator, correct?
That's correct. We like to call it a collagen generator because it activates enzymes in the body that make your own collagen. It does not contain collagen. And I think a lot of people, especially those that try to avoid eating animal-derived products like that. And it's a vegan, vegetarian product that isn't collagen itself, but activates the body to make its own collagen with your own DNA on it.
So in the body, there are these elements called fibroblasts. And the fibroblasts generate collagen. Those are the collagen generators that we're talking about, right? And the orthosilicic acid must do something on those, must act on those fibroblasts. Am I guessing that right?
That's correct. The fibroblast is a cell where the collagen production starts. It's sort of the factory in which the collagen's made.
So it's a collagen-producing factory.
And the raw materials that are going to be converted into collagen are your amino acids. such as proline, which Biosil helps the body make. Lysine is a very critical one that has to be obtained from the diet. And the body will take these amino acids and link them together in a very specific sequence that's determined by our DNA. There's a code that the body uses to build collagen. And the enzymes are sort of the factory workers that work inside the factory that actually assemble the collagen. And then as they're assembling the amino acids, they convert some of the amino acids into other amino acids so that they can further link them together and build collagen. And so the enzymes are the factory workers that are actually going to be the craftsmen that make the collagen. The factory that they work in is the fibroblasts, and the raw materials that they make it from are those amino acids.
So the factory is the fibroblasts, the widgets are the proline and the lysine, and the workers are the enzymes.
That's correct. And orthosilicic acid is sort of food for the workers, or the boss that stands behind them and tells them to get to work.
I gotcha. So sometimes people think, well, if I just eat collagen, I'm going to do okay. Well, since it's a protein, they sort of analogically see it like eating a steak or eating fish or chicken or any other protein food, and they figure if I just eat the collagen, then I'm going to have collagen. Not so fast, right?
That's correct. Especially, I hear this all the time. People say, hey, I get it, Passwater. I'm getting older. I'm losing collagen. I'm just going to double down on my collagen intake. And they tell me they like chicken wings and they like pork rinds and pig's feet, and they're just going to double down. And they used to take the skin off the salmon, but now they're going to eat their skin and their wife's skin, and they're just going to make up for it. But unfortunately, it's not a complete solution. It doesn't directly activate the enzymes. It could be a source of amino acids to build the collagen out of, but it's not a complete solution.
So all the connective tissues in your body, just give a list of the different connective tissues. Just list them, then I'll make a point. Go ahead.
You have like the skin, the bones, you have blood vessels, you have the scaffolding that holds organs in place, the sheaths around muscles, you have tendons, ligaments, cartilage, you have teeth, gums. It's really all the glue that holds
Sure.
the body together.
And collagen is critical to all of that. Although sometimes collagen's called a beauty protein, it's really a health protein in a real sense. And that's why I like the Biosil product so much, because you get so much bang for your supplement buck here. It's going to contribute to thicker hair, better skin, better, stronger nails, better joints, better bones, better arteries, better connective tissue, in all the ways that Richard just said. It's very difficult to find one supplement to make such a health contribution, and it's easy, and you don't need to take a ton of it either. Richard will tell you how much you need to take, and then when we come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day, and you can win a $25 supplement gift card with the right answer. Probably has something to do with collagen.
Aloha, I'm with pro triathlete Tim Marr. Tim, why is Bioastin an important part of your training?
Bioastin is the strongest natural antioxidant fighting inflammation associated with hard training. It helps me get up day to day and put in the hard work without feeling sore and fatigued. I bounce back quicker and stronger. It also helps fight the elements from sun exposure, which is unavoidable when training for a triathlon.
Thanks, Tim. Make Bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today. Aloha, Tim Marr. As a professional triathlete, training is important. How does Bioastin help?
In triathlons, the last leg is always the run, which creates extra stress in the body because of all the tired pounding on pavement. Bioastin's main ingredient is astaxanthin, which fights free radical damage in the body while fighting oxidation. With high volume and long hours of training, recovery is such an important aspect, and Bioastin helps me achieve a top-level performance.
Thanks, Tim. Make Bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Michael Garko. Did you know that over 20 million people in the United States suffer from some form of joint pain? If you have joint or muscle pain, Flexin can help. Good joints are an essential part of everyday life, and the lack of healthy joints can prevent you from enjoying daily activities and rob you of a better quality of life. Flexin is specially formulated with CM8 to provide the pain relief and support your joints need. Flexin CM8 is designed to lubricate your joints and muscles while reducing inflammation and supporting stronger cartilage. Flexin isn't just another glucosamine supplement, it's much more. Its extraordinary formula is composed of powerful ingredients and a special blend of enzymes that make digestion and absorption fast and easy, with results in as little as 1 week. So if you want to enjoy everyday activities again and improve your quality of life, look no further than Flexin. For more information, call 1-800-NPAIN. That's 1-800-NPAIN, or visit your local fine health food store and pick up a bottle of Flexin today.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Every day around this time, around this time, we have the health question of the day. Right answer, $25 supplement gift card. We've been talking a lot about collagen today for very good reason. It is critical to maintain your level of collagen and keep that collagen matrix, which is part of the intracellular matrix, that matrix between the cells, together as you age. Otherwise, it's going to be, a difficult time in many ways. You're not going to look good on the outside, and you're not going to be good on the inside either. Here's the question. I'll give you an example of how important this matrix is by this question. Collagen constitutes about, well, I'm trying to give you a range here. It makes up between what percent of tendons and ligaments? I'll give you a range, okay? Is it 50 to 60%, 60 to 70%, or 70 to 90%? Collagen makes up what percent of tendons and ligaments? 50 to 60, 60 to 70, or 70 to 90%? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. What percent does collagen make up tendons and ligaments? Is it between 50 to 60, 60 to 70, or 70 to 90? I'll give you a hint. It's a lot. 877-897-8255. How much does a person need to take? We need to do this intravenously, Richard?
Fortunately, it's very easy to take. Biosil is inherently a liquid, and then there's a capsule form available too, where micro droplets of the liquid are sprayed onto plant fiber and then put in a 2-piece hard-shell vegetarian capsule. And if somebody takes the capsules, which are the most popular dose, you take one in the morning and then take a second one between 10 to 14 hours later. So you need 2 a day, and that'll provide Biosil's full range of benefits. And if somebody prefers the drops instead, they should take 5 drops in the morning and then 5 drops as the second dose later in the day.
Yeah, in other words, don't take it all at once, split it up. You want to keep it in your body. In other words, introduce it twice a day into the body.
That's right. They're water-soluble compounds, and if you introduce it throughout the day, you have better results. More substantial blood levels throughout the day.
There was a clinical trial. It went for about 20 weeks. Do you know which trial I'm talking about? And there were some pretty remarkable results. Share with the listener and the viewer of the show the results of this trial.
Well, the 20 weeks is a nice go-to time frame for us because we're very confident people will have clinically relevant, which means that they're meaningful, and statistically significant, which means that they're real results. And I believe the one you're talking about was done by a real legendary dermatological researcher from Europe named Professor Andre Borel. He's at the Free University in Brussels. And in that study, they took women that had photo-damaged skin, which is skin that's been exposed to the sun. Everybody, to some degree, has some degree of photo damage, and they rank it on a scale from 1 to 5. But in this study, the women were between 40 to about 65 years old, and they either took a placebo or they took 2 Biosil capsules a day for the 20 weeks. And the women that took Biosil had 30% less deep wrinkles than the group of women taking the placebo. And also, the group taking Biosil skin elasticity improved, and the group taking the placebos...
It improved 89%.
Yes, when you look at the two together, it was an 89% difference. You're exactly right.
What about the hair?
In that study, they also, the secondary measurements were on on hair and nails. And in both cases, Biosil increased the strength of those tissues and in the thickness. And it led to some follow-up work with hair. The results from that study were on hair were so exciting that the world's leading hair researcher, he's a professor, Dr. Randall Wickett from the University of Cincinnati School of Pharmacy at the time. He did a study with women with thin hair, and it was a 9-month study. That one had to go longer because they needed more hair to run the testing apparatus. They needed 9 centimeters of hair to properly measure the strength and elasticity and the thickness.
What did they find?
Many of the women were in their 50s and 60s. They only grow about 1 centimeter hair at that age. So they had to run this study for 9 months to make sure they had enough new hair.
What did they find?
They found that Biosil thickened and strengthened the hair about 13% each. And they theorized that it was working 4 different ways to improve the hair. 2 of the ways were through improving collagen. The hair actually grows out of a collagen-based tissue called the dermal pulpea. And the dermal pulpea is like a little bulb down at the bottom of the hair follicle, and it's an extension or appendage of the skin. And on the outside of the dermal pulpea, there's keratinocytes, which are the cells that produce the keratin that the hair is made of. And as a person ages, the dermal pulpea gets smaller as it loses collagen. So the hair that forms around it becomes thinner. And Biosil can activate the enzymes inside the fibroblasts that make collagen and can increase the size of the hair formation site back to more the size it was when the person was younger.
Okay, let me go to Brandon. I got to go to Brandon, Florida, real quick. Connie, we know that collagen helps the connective tissue. And the question is, to what extent does collagen constitute the cartilage and the tendons? 50 to 60%, 60 to 70%, or 70 to 90%?
70 to 90%.
Yeah, it's a lot. So all the connective tissue in your body, collagen is implicated in all of it. So hair, skin, and nails, tendons, ligaments, arteries, all the and many other places in the body. The point is you got to keep that level of collagen up. Biosil is a collagen generator, contains choline stabilized orthosilicic acid. That's the trick. That's the magic. That's where it all happens, and the clinical trials prove it. So it works, and it's great. I recommend it, and you got to take it. Once you start taking it, you continue to take it. Congratulations, Connie. You want a $25 supplement gift card. Richard, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much. Always educating us. We appreciate it very much. Take Biosil. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Still looking for your fountain of youth?